Hello there. I warmly welcome you to my channel. If today is your first time stopping by, thank you. Stay with me and enjoy this page. On today's recipe of Nana Rabi is some delicious touzaafi, popularly known as TZ, the most popular northern food in Ghana. On the screen is all my ingredients which I'm going to use in preparing my stew, my touzaafi stew and AYOYO soup. As you can see, I have my meat, I have my onions, tomatoes, pepper, garlic, ginger. I have my spice, I have my palm oil, I have my AYOYO, I have my fish, tin tomatoes, my spice, and some herring fish. This herring fish was pounded in my small mortar and pestle. So let's get into the video as I show you how I prepare my delicious touzaafi. So I'm going to start by steaming all my meat. I'm actually using beef meat and some liver. So I'm spicing it with some onions, garlic and ginger, some salt, shrimp tablets, my bay leaf, and my mixed spice. This mixed spice was given to me by my mom. I'm stirring to mix it all up. I'm going to cook this on a medium heat for 20 minutes. Whilst waiting on the meat to cook, I'm going to start with my AYOYO soup. Adding water into a pot and adding my herrings. If I were to have dawa, I would have added it up, but I don't have it. So I'm now adding my AYOYO, also known as molohkia. Mixing. You should always go by knowing your amount of AYOYO or the quantity of AYOYO you have before pouring your water, because say AYOYO no nsuo ne dɔɔso a ɛtentem. Nti no, you make sure say obenya nsuo a ɛbɛkɔ with. I don't know how to put it, but you always have to be accurate with your water. So I'm checking on the meat to see how it's going, and I'm giving it some few minutes to go. Okay, checking on the AYOYO too to see, and it's good as done. I'm good with it, so I'm going to put it aside. But before I do that, I'm adding some salt. All the time, make sure AYOYO na beans and adding nchini gumenesa and also hardring. It's maybe most of the time AYOYO no say bean na me de nchi egum. Okay, so I'm covering it up and putting it aside. Before I start with the stew, I'm going to blend my garlic, ginger, onions, and tomato, and also the pepper. Okay, so now the meat is done. I always use knife to test to see if it's done. Alright, so let's start the stew. I'm starting by adding some oil into the pan. I always use this oil, it's very good. Next, my onions and bay leaf. Mind you, in doing TZ stew, you always have to use palm oil. That's the best. Adding my blended onion, tomato, pepper, garlic and ginger. Stirring it up to mix all together. I'm now going to add some tomato puree. This is 70 grams. Most of the time we rinse the can. Ghanaians can really relate to this. We can't always throw our can away. We have to rinse it before. Okay, so I'm covering it up, leave for some time. And then here we go. I am then going to add my cooked meat to it. After stirring, adding everything to it. And also my mackerel. Okay, so I'm rinsing the pot to add everything again. You know, mind you, this stew, it shouldn't be thick because we are going to use it in taking this ayoyo soup. So it always has to be light. Okay, so I'm adding some curry and my onions. I'm then going to add some shrimp tablet. The small part is enough, keeping the rest for later. Adding some salt to taste. Mix it up. I think I need some water. I'm adding it to it because you always have to make sure the stew is light. I tasted to see if the salt is enough and it's okay. Alright, so now let's head to the touzaafi itself. These are my ingredients for the touzaafi. I have my corn flour and some cassava flour. I'm taking part of the cassava flour to mix it with the corn flour and leave the rest of the corn flour. I will mix it up with water and then add it to my boiling water. So I'll need more water because I say here it looks like this. It has to be watery, just like the way I have, depending on your quantity of water on fire. So I'm now going to add it to it, adding it to the water on fire. Okay, so at this part, it should looks like porridge, cocoa in my local dialect. Maybe so kakrane saibe hua faso. Okay, so always make sure your porridge is boiling very well, just like this. So I'm taking part of the porridge and put it aside to be useful. Adding the remaining corn and cassava flour. Mix it up well. This is the hard part. You mix it so well because if care is not taken, you're going to get a lot of lumps in your touzaafi. So at this moment, you need manpower. Alright, at the end, this is what I have. Sorry, I lost the part of the video where I'm supposed to add the remaining porridge to what I have on fire. So at this moment, I sprinkle a little of water, cover it up because I want it to stay longer. One tip you need to know is opeso touzaafi no esi ho for days na ense ya. Ude nsuo kakra pete so na wakata so na ntutuo na botuo no what I say. Te no sa na she fridge mu che kakra. But if who am being here and chena say because of container and chena say. And also you should also know that when the coconte is too much and also a manage ebe say. All right, now my stew is ready. As you can see, the stew is stewing. Let's serve. I have my touzaafi and my AYOYO soup. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, kindly like and share. Don't forget to comment, Subscribe if you haven't. Until then, guys, stay tuned for more videos. Love you all. But before I go, let me just take one swallow. Yeah. Okay, let's go. See you in my next video. Stay tuned for more. Much love. Bye, guys.